Listen, y'all. Your birthday tomorrow. You getting 2 events out of me.
Magic year, baby.
You gonna get brunch and dinner. I'm not hitting no club. I ain't definitely ain't going no strip clubs. I ain't doing none of that.
A lot of shit.
You got 10 motherfucking events to do in 3 days. What the fuck do you think this is?
Hey yo, I got something to say to you. I've known you for years, my nigga.
Right.
All the fuck I'm good for is a meal. Fucking my hot date. I ain't been out with you for a drink my whole fucking life. All my life, we ain't never heard of music. I went out to a DJ together.
Buddy.
Dance and had fun.
That ain't my style.
So you just want to eat. I'm just good for a fucking meal. That's some bullshit.
Can I be honest?
You've been at the bar on Friday.
That don't fucking count. Everybody in the nap has been at the bar on Fridays together.
Listen.
But not even on purpose.
Listen, buddy. I don't do this type of shit you do. You want to be the music all loud. I can't hear nobody. You got a million motherfuckers in here that I don't know. I'm socially awkward, buddy. I don't want to be around these people.
And plus,
Sit down and let me introduce you.
And plus, you turning 32, buddy.
Magic is,
baby.
Magic is not, to say magic is not a good.
Well, I'm magic.
Just say purposeful Carl or something.
Magic and protected, baby.
Of course you protected. No,
Listen, y'all want me to get a birthday shout out, so y'all just want me to just keep it going?
So it's just too much going on. The niggas ain't got that much energy no more. We in our 30s, bud.
But you can let the people know what you're gonna do because they gonna pull up.
Well,
I just
listen,
ain't gonna be there.
I'm gonna give y'all a quick breakdown. Wednesday, I'm gonna be at playing my alumni game at St. Mary's. First time I've been on a basketball court since I tore my Achilles. Come out support us.
You wasn't even good at
Come
basketball.
on, don't do that to me.
You was a
See, I'll say some shit.
I heard you was a utility player like Ben
No,
White.
I worked hard. I played my sophomore, junior, and senior year. They actually cut me my freshman year. Hurt. One of the saddest moments in my life.
No, I was there. Yo, the nigga came. The nigga came out the locker.
I'm laughing already.
Shit hurt my feelings.
I'm laughing
The
already.
nigga came in the locker room. No lie, yo. I swear to God, y'all want to give my man a hug, yo. He was about to cry.
I went and got a job at Jersey Subs and Pizza. That's how fucked up it was. I went and got my first job at like 14 years old. I was fucked up. They cut me. But I made it sophomore, junior, senior. I did my thing. So bam, Thursday I'll be with the family. Friday, I ain't gonna tell y'all what's happening Friday.
Thursday, your actual birthday.
Yeah, Thursday is Thanksgiving. Tomorrow it's gonna be Thanksgiving, so that's gonna be down, man. Year 32. Friday, the people that need to know about Friday will know. Saturday, I'm gonna be having a man's dinner. We're gonna be walking in a restaurant looking like the mafia for going bad. Then we got a table at Bliss. All my friends free all night, come through. Then Sunday a brunch at a free. And then Sunday we having brunch. The people that want to come, break bread with me, you'll know the location. And that's going down. So for my friends, I'm only good for a fucking meal. But my real ones will be partying with me. Y'all know y'all, year 32.
Hey, yo,
it's
buddy.
your boy, Bedroom Body Bud.
Hey, yo, buddy. Well, you turning 32?
Yeah, man.
And you got 7, 8 events in 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
5 days.
You worse than an Instagram bitch. You a bad bitch on here.
Listen, man, listen.
And a nigga feels sassy, ain't there?
Sassy.
Breathtaking vibe, man. Listen.
You gotta get that shit together, yo.
I'ma just be on a serious note. Life gotta be celebrated, man. I lost 2 close friends this year. Skip Vibes forever, TDK forever. Everybody just wanna celebrate 18, 21, 25, 50. You could go at any moment. Them the important years though, 30. But I'm celebrating my life.
I lost a friend, associate, and 2 co-workers, man. Shit been definitely hitting home this year.
So I'm celebrating life. I want everybody to come out, celebrate with me, cherish every moment. Life is special. You know what it is.
And with that, y'all, we welcome y'all to the latest edition, episode 4 of the Unbiased Podcast, man. Y'all know what it is. We here live on direct. I'm Chev, DiBiase, the $1 million man. You see the belt, debate champ. I'm back in my zone today. So just want to kind of pick up where we left off, man. The week that was. There's a lot going on this week.
What it is?
Literally, as we speak right now, my man Colin Kaepernick is down in Atlanta. So I'm gonna kick it to my co-host. I got Made 5K on the set.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got King Jones, Bedroom Buddy. So
Cab.
what do y'all think about where?
Call Anthony Bud.
That's the inside joke. Y'all find that one out a little bit later, man. But realistically, man, kicking the week off that the week that was with Kaepernick, as he's working out right now. What do y'all think about this opportunity to get back in the league? I think it's real, fake, no.
That's shit a PR stunt. Like, how the fuck you gonna tell somebody 3 days before that they got this huge opportunity, but he ain't got no receivers, he ain't got no equipment people, like he don't have nothing. Like, hold on, and the teams, it's a weekend, so coaches, GMs, people who really make decisions in football can't be there. And it's Saturday, it's college football, so all the top scouts at college football games. So who's really there evaluating his talent?
Now just to respond to that directly, I'm sure these NFL teams, they employ enough scouts and enough recruiters on the staff that they can send somebody whose opinion is respected to report back to the team that, hey, he looks good, hey, he doesn't look good. Whatever the case may be. That's what we all complain that we wanted Kaepernick back in the league, right? This is at least a step. No? I mean, am I tripping for thinking that it's
a step, but it seems like the shit is weighted against. It's weighted for him to fail.
And to your other point about it being on a Saturday, where again most teams have workouts on Tuesday. From what I understand, the NFL wanted this workout to occur at an NFL facility. No team was going to allow the other 31 teams in the league to come to their facility on a Tuesday while they're practicing, while they have whatever other operations going on, which might give them access to their game plan and their strategy. So they wanted it on Saturday. They intentionally wanted it on a day where teams were traveling so that it wouldn't risk any competitive advantage for the current season.
But I have a rebuttal to that. What's this, week 11?
Yeah, 12? It is.
All right. Teams have buys. Those players won't be in the building. Like, some can come in and get a workout in if they want to, but ain't no practice going on for them teams who got to buy this week.
I don't know, but what you think? You think this is a real opportunity, or you think it's bullshit? Just for the stunts.
I got a few things to say about it. I feel like if he comes out this weekend without a job, I agree with Jones. It's a PR stunt. It just was something to get people talking or whatever. But if you come out of it with a job, I feel like, and all the reports is true, I feel like all the people that said something bad about Jay-Z, who I've heard had things to do with it on behind the scenes tip of it, I feel like they need to shut their mouth because he's out there obviously trying to, get that man some help, get him back on the field. And I just feel like it's an opportunity either way. It's a good news story. Like, whatever comes out of it. I feel like he obviously is deserving of opportunity, how it happened, but I mean, it remains to be seen.
Is this a real situation, or is this? Where do we go from here? What's the next step? You expect Kaepernick to have a job or no?
I don't think Kaepernick can have a job, but it's not gonna be because it's a PR stunt. He's not good. He's not a good quarterback.
Oh my God.
He wasn't a good quarterback his last year. He wasn't a good quarterback his last year in the league. That's why he got benched and then took the knee.
That's fact. That's not entirely true.
That's fact.
I got one statement on that.
He didn't take the knee when he was starting.
No, that's a fact. The part of him losing his job, he was also hurt, and once he was healthy enough to get his job back, he did.
But he wasn't good enough.
And he had 16 touchdowns.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We put behind all the protesting and all that shit. He's not good enough to me.
Not even as a backup.
He didn't want a backup job. He had a backup opportunity. He did have a backup opportunity.
No,
they brought him in for a workout. He didn't want to go because he didn't think.
Never wanted him to take a pay cut. He didn't want to take a pay cut.
But he took a pay cut by opting out of his contract.
Cause the nigga.
I'm just saying he had a contract on the table in San Francisco. Opted out.
San Francisco was going to cut him.
But he forced their hand.
So it was either
force their hand to get your damn money.
Can I interject, fellas?
He's not good.
Only reason I believe, honestly, another reason that we didn't say, I feel like for the first time ever that we had 5 MVP candidates and 4 of them black quarterbacks and 1 of them a white running back. I think the mobile quarterback is another reason he get a job opportunity. Beyond all the politics of the protests or whatever. But I just feel like it's that. Honestly, with Colin Kaepernick, it is what it is. We said what we said. Let's move on to somebody else. What about Melo?
But wait a minute though, because
he's not good.
A
quarterback's an opinion. He getting the workout, bro.
But even aside from that though, right? My whole thing is he's at least good enough to be a backup quarterback. Now whether or not he will accept that backup role, we will see. But the question was, do you think this is a real opportunity? So I feel like it is, only because I think that a lot of teams would be reluctant to bring Kaepernick in for individual workout because of the media circus that will prevail. So if you have an open workout, an open tryout that's available to all teams, now you can say this was something that we all did together, and we like what we saw. He's proven to be at least capable of whatever role we made an offer. Whether or not he accepts that offer is different. But the more of the story is, everybody talked about the importance objective was to get Kaepernick a job, and he has an opportunity to get a job. And now whether or not he succeeds in that remains to be seen. But what I want to say is I wish him luck. May Jay-Z continue to bless him. Amen.
Hey,
Amen.
he could get a job, it just ain't being in the NFL, my nigga.
In other news this week, man, also keeping with the NFL, a lot of people talking right now about Myles Garrett, Mason Rudolph, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns a couple days ago. They had to fight the brawl. The suspension was doled out. Mason Garrett was
Wow.
Myles Garrett was ruled ineligible for the rest of the season, suspension. But what do y'all think about that? Just initial reaction to the whole fight, the whole melee. You agree with what happened, the suspension?
All right, look, if we can make this quick, I agree with the suspensions. I do feel like Mason, what's his name?
Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph should have been suspended as well because he's the initiator in all of this. If he doesn't try to rip his helmet off, kick him in the groin and all this, he don't get hit upside his head with a helmet. None of that happens.
Man, I 100% agree with, like I said, man. My initial thoughts on this, keeping it simple, I'm very disappointed in the fact that sports is about narratives. Everybody's painting this narrative that Myles Garrett was so out of line, he was so violent, he deserves this suspension. And nobody's talking about the real facts of the situation that Jones just mentioned. He didn't instigate this fight, he didn't start this fight. So more than anything, my initial thoughts on this incident is that I'm disappointed in all of the sportscasters and the sports media. In fact, the black people, the black men who are trying to carry this narrative that Myles Garrett was so violent, he deserves this suspension. No, I really feel like the story should be the facts of the situation, which is Mason Rudolph started it, he escalated it, and he got what was, I'm not gonna say what was deserved, but
hey,
I
seen a nigga say when you play a crazy game, you get a crazy prize. Like that's what Mason Rudolph got, but I don't really give a fuck what happened to him. Can't coach him, can't play with him, don't know him,
can't win with him.
Can't win with him. You caught him, suspend him.
What else happened this week though?
My man Melo got signed.
Shout out to Melo, man. I heard he make $15 an hour.
Niggas out. Nah.
They don't need the money. They're not gonna disrespect Melo. Melo, I'm here for you, my nigga. MD shit. I'm here for you.
He say he from New York.
Man, that nigga out for
Hold on. So at $15 an hour, do he get paid for like practice hours too, or just game time? like how does that work?
I got a 401k. That's fucked up.
For anybody who wasn't aware, Carmelo did sign a non-guaranteed contract with the Portland Trail Blazers, man. Rumors are it was like a very, very modest offer, but money aside, y'all happy to see Melo back in the league?
Absolutely.
I'm happy to see Melo in the league, and I know he happy to get away from Keisha and Cash at the crib. You feel me? Like,
Definitely away from Lala. Her fucking voice is annoying.
Oh, shout out to Melo.
Like no, for real. Like, could you imagine her just like calling you like and telling you about her day with that dumbass voice?
Squeaky. Melo happy to be out there. Melo happy to be out the house. He going to Portland, ain't shit in Portland.
The nigga just taking the trash off for no reason. Bitch ain't even full. He just get away from her.
He just want to
Stay Melo though, man. Melo a legend.
Melo ignore these niggas, man. Go ball out, my nigga.
On a serious note though, do you think Melo helps them as a basketball team?
But at this point, you know the funny thing about sports is Portland right now is 4-8, right? And the funny thing is, as soon as Carmelo Anthony steps on the court, some way, somehow, on a team with Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, the story's gonna be, well, you know, Melo this, Melo that, win or lose, and that shouldn't even fucking matter. I feel like no matter what he does, I just hope he plays hard, he buys in. I heard a story the other day on ESPN. I heard Melo at a game, the first game he didn't start with Houston, he sat in the back until they told him he was coming in the second quarter, then he came out. If that's the reason he got cut, if he got the same type of attitude, it won't last. But I'm a Melo fan, I hope he does well.
What's gonna happen? Melo helped them as a basketball team?
Melo gonna help them because they ain't got no three. They missing players. Myles Leonard gone, Minu gone, Marcus gone.
Losing him was major.
They need Melo, but the problem ain't Melo in Portland. The problem is Dame Lillard was too busy rapping against Shaq instead of being in the gym getting this motherfucker game together.
The real problem is they center being out. No, they center being out. Now, basketball wise, the center been gone since last season.
Center been gone. That's the problem. So fuck Dame Lillard, fuck the whole Portland Trail Blazers, man. I ain't even talking about that shit no more.
It is what it is, man. It's been an eventful week, man. Hopefully everybody is tuning in with us and finding their own perspective on these subjects, man. But we'll be right back with y'all, man. More of the Unbiased Podcast.
Yeah.
One. What's going on, world? We back with more of the Unbiased Podcast, man. This Chev, DiBiase, the $1 million man, aka the debate champ. We still on the scene, man. King Jones is with me. Made 5K is with me. My man DmansPop, aka Bias Bud, he's with me. There's a lot going on, as we were talking about before the initial break. We're getting back into the conversation of the holiday season. Tomorrow is obviously Thanksgiving. I don't know about y'all, man, but does Thanksgiving, does it feel a little bit different from when we was growing up and when we was, all celebrating the holiday and with the family getting together? Like, I feel like it's just not quite what it was, man. I don't know, man. How y'all feel going into this holiday season?
Me personally, I feel like it's still, celebrated, man. Everybody want to go to Big Mama house if you still got a Big Mama, get a plate, eat, celebrate, watch football. It's a tradition, man. We've been watching them bum-ass Cowboys and the Lions and the fucking Bears our whole life, watching that shit. But at the end of the day, I feel like the real more serious topic on it is, most of us are in our 30s, and I feel like the tradition of Thanksgiving and the holidays is kind of like dying out because
we learn, man. I don't mean to be that guy. I don't mean to. We as we gotten older, we've learned some of the history and some of what went on, and we all woke these days. It's 2019.
What you mean?
I'm the biggest hypocrite. We all celebrate Thanksgiving, but at the same time, we know that this is a holiday that was centered around the massacre of the indigenous people. So like, it does feel on many levels that people don't have the same love for the holiday that we used to have growing up, because we know.
No, it's fair. That's fair.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. If you protest Thanksgiving, something wrong with you. Like, Thanksgiving is about, to me, I don't give a fuck about all that stuff. It happened, unfortunate, but it's family. How often do we get to see our family? 9 times out of 10, our family put us out the crib, so we don't even want to go back there.
Carl,
they can't wait till we turn 18. They can't wait till we turn 18 till us get the fuck out. So it's just like now, and the problem is, everybody grandmother done died. Everybody older now. Grandma can't cook no more.
Right.
Your mother don't want to cook no more. Our girls ain't shit. They don't cook. Most people. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Most people don't. And I'm kind of like.
But why do you think that happened? Why do you think it's down out?
I just think the way we just lose love for certain things. Like, it's like as we get older, our childhood slowly leaves us, and it's sad. And now, like even now, mostly a lot of people work on Thanksgiving. That's fucking up the holiday. Too many people at work.
Quit that fucking job.
Yeah, that's just what it is. Now the Black Friday shit bigger than ever, so motherfucker.
I feel like it fell off.
You gotta go work. You gotta work 3 o'clock at Walmart and shit.
I guess I'm the biggest hypocrite of 2019 because I recognize.
Okay, Kendrick.
No, I'm saying I understand everything he said was true. We understand that the indigenous people were massacred. It was not something that should be celebrated. But I feel like over time, shit has transitioned. And now what Thanksgiving means to me, I'm looking forward to being around my family. I'm looking forward to them sweet potatoes. I'm looking forward to that turkey. You know what I mean? Like,
turkey trash though. For real.
What? I'm a ham nigga with glaze.
I'm definitely a ham nigga.
My nigga.
Turkey is trash.
Turkey?
Trash.
You a John Turkey, nigga.
Turkey is.
That's what the gravy
Turkey is overrated.
That's what the gravy is.
It's trash.
Listen, you gotta top it off. Pause that for it to be good.
Top it off.
You need too much shit to eat turkey, yo. You need stuff.
Wait. So y'all niggas seriously saying y'all vote for the
I know. I haven't ate turkey on Thanksgiving in years.
Turkey is trash.
I ain't eat turkey in like 5-6 years.
Yo, y'all dumb as a motherfucker. Like
matter of fact, last time I ate turkey, I was in jail on Thanksgiving. God, eat that shit.
All right, so wait. Cause this is fucking me up right here. Wait. I get myself
Glazed ham, nigga.
Every day, man.
Yes.
What you mean?
Make sure that plate touch.
What you don't eat pork?
We don't eat swine no more.
Oh, listen. My plate ain't fine unless I got some swine, man.
Hey, but what I'm saying? Hey, if you live touch swine, can't touch mine, cause I'm so divine, nigga.
I can't, yo. I'm about to be in the twilight zone. Y'all niggas don't fuck with turkey with the gravy?
I ain't saying turkey ass. It's okay, but come on, glazed ham.
So let me give you right now. change gears. My Thanksgiving rules. First of all, the turkey, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and the gravy, that go on one plate. Now, personally, I don't eat macaroni and cheese.
What? Oh no, Chev.
Personally.
Wait, what? No, I would never eat Thanksgiving with you.
What? I don't even want to eat with you. Matter of fact, in the motherfucking
No mac and cheese?
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen, no disrespect to the women or whoever in your family that
They
cook.
must be
That
trash
mac and
on
cheese gotta be trash.
Yeah, your fam must ain't right.
Your family, right?
Your fam ain't right in the kitchen. Hey, Chev need new fam.
Your family trash, ain't it?
I don't eat that shit. First, I don't eat sauerkraut.
I don't eat that shit.
I don't fuck with sauerkraut.
What the fuck is sauerkraut?
I don't even
It's like cold.
What? Hold on. Y'all don't eat sauerkraut and spare ribs? Y'all tripping, nigga.
No,
I don't eat sauerkraut.
Y'all tripping.
Who make ribs
To me,
on
that's the
Thanksgiving?
closest. That's the closest thing.
We never
Who make ribs on Thanksgiving?
Well, I want to have an Italian Thanksgiving one year. That's just me, though.
Yo.
I'm just saying, shit different.
No, but refocusing though.
Right,
Personally,
right.
like I said, I got my turkey, my stuffing, my mashed potatoes, one plate with the gravy.
I'm not mad at
Then
that.
separate plate, I got my sweet potatoes, cause you can't. I don't mix my sweet with my savory. You know what I mean? Personally, that's how I feel. What's y'all Thanksgiving rules? I
like the sweet potatoes to like
If you go on
marinate.
the plate, niggas going out in
you put
there.
everything on one.
Nah, I don't.
And I'm eating the greens and mac and cheese at the same time.
Oh the
Yeah, you gotta mix that bitch up.
The sweet potatoes and macaroni and cheese gotta blend together, and then after all that shit gotta marinate, and it become one just big ass fucked up greatness.
My mother make the best macaroni and cheese.
You
I don't know.
dumb.
Diddy shit fire.
Your mama ain't better than my mama.
Axe boom, nigga.
I'm not asking
Ask
for
me
them.
what-
There's one person that obviously favor yours.
I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to him at this point.
Oh,
I'm gonna come back to you next.
Okay.
Your mama don't cook better than my mama.
Listen, I'm telling you, if my peoples have a function, Boom's gonna hit my phone and say, "Baby daddy, bring me a plate of macaroni and cheese." I'm gonna be like, "You want something else?" No, just macaroni and cheese.
Oh, I'm gonna put my mother against your mother in the cook-off.
Let's go.
Fuck it.
And we can go live on Instagram.
Like I said,
Can I ask you a question? Where does Didi stand in this? Cause he be
don't
going
cook.
that.
Ain't nobody
You
getting
fucking
no
tripping.
more.
He had the plates.
Didi make the best sweet potatoes in the entire
She
world.
brought him.
you dumb.
She what?
She brought him.
You hating?
If
No,
my
you
mother don't
doing
make nothing else
Your
better
mama
than-
don't make macaroni and cheese good. So
I don't know because I don't eat it. But I'm saying, but the sweet
the fact that
potatoes.
she ain't make you eat it,
Did you have
already,
trauma?
Hold on. The fact that she ain't make him eat it already disqualify him from this conversation.
Yeah, you
done.
But my
Sham going Fridays.
But no, my Thanksgiving rules though in my house is like my mother makes sure I cut the ham and the turkey. Like I have to slice that bitch. Nobody else can touch
Oh,
it.
disproportionate ass slices.
What the fuck is you,
no.
Bobby Johnson? Oh, I got her.
No, it's just the rule though. Like
Yeah.
no lie. You come to my house like motherfuckers not getting ham and turkey unless I cut it.
That's that
So
Ken Island shit.
That's just
No,
that's that
one thing I will say though, yo, personally, I just turned 34. I'm not that old. I don't feel comfortable saying grace over dinner. You know what I mean? Like my people's asked me last year to say the grace. I'm like, that shit usually supposed to go to the oldest member of the family who's supposed to bless the food. Bless the food. Y'all niggas say grace for the whole family?
If they ask me, I'm doing a DMX prayer.
I ain't saying grace for the whole. I'm embarrassed.
They're not even gonna ask me because they know I ain't gonna do it.
So let me ask y'all a question though. Do y'all really ask who made what before y'all make y'all plate?
No, because I already know who brought it. Like,
wow.
We got the same setup, nigga, every year.
Yeah.
Same people bring the same shit. We ain't doing
Right.
nothing different. We ain't trying new shit. And if it's some new shit that I ain't eating.
My mom been hosting Thanksgiving my whole life.
So it's crazy though because
I've been freeloading our buddy family for 20 years.
Fast.
it's crazy though because when I ain't got too much family in my family really from the island.
Oh, God.
Whether y'all believe it or not.
Ken
Nah,
Island.
Oh, now this nigga's a refugee.
No, it's truth though.
This is right
It's truth though.
Right over the bridge.
It's truth though.
15 minutes. man.
No.
Ken Island
No,
here.
it's truth though. So here, when my mother cook, we eat it or whatever. But if I'm in the islands and auntie and I'm sorry y'all, auntie or one of them cook, I ain't eating that shit. Like my aunt in the army can't cook, but she always refers to the
And
kitchen.
that's the thing, right?
Happy Veterans Day too, auntie. But
Hey, so the first time she can find out that she can't cook, from your opinion, is gonna be on this podcast.
Exclusive.
No.
Auntie exclusive.
No. She knew because the pan was always so full at the end of the dinner, so she knew. Just not we ain't never talk.
That's the thing, yo. Listen, yo.
That's hilarious.
Let me just say this. This is a public service announcement. if you not in the books already established as a classic cook, do not invite nobody over for Thanksgiving for that bullshit. Nobody want to eat that shit.
No struggle plates.
We need at least like at least 1 or 2 women who got like the fat behind the elbow.
Oh, hold on. Before we wrap this up though.
The shit ain't gonna be fire.
Yeah.
Before we wrap this up, carrot cake or sweet potato pie?
Sweet potato pie.
Yeah, me too.
10 times out of 10 sweet potato pie.
And do y'all like carrot cake?
Fuck no.
And make sure your
Was
kitchen.
was that like?
My aunt Valerie
That's some
makes.
Catholic shit.
No, my aunt Valerie makes classic. Like, yo, I'm gonna invite y'all on Thanksgiving this year.
No, I'm not coming to get no carrot cake.
You will be here, nigga. You ain't never had a carrot cake? Oh my God, it's gonna blow your mind.
Every time I eat pie over here, I ain't never eat no.
Hey, but all
It's gonna blow your mind,
all
man.
jokes aside though, right? Thanksgiving is about family, and
Facts.
a lot of people don't have family, so hopefully you find somewhere to eat.
Facts, man.
Be around some loved ones and
Facts.
just enjoy the day. Just enjoy the festivities.
Right.
And make sure your kitchen clean, cause don't cook in them dirty ass kitchens.
Yeah, your bathroom too.
And if you ain't got no grandkids, don't make no motherfucking banana pudding, yo. That with that immature ass shit.
Nigga, what?
Happy Thanksgiving, niggas.
I'm ready.
What's going on, world? It's more the Unbiased Podcast, man. We live and direct, man, having a lot of fun with y'all today. Before we left, we were talking about some important things, the holidays, Thanksgiving, and how things have transitioned to a point where it doesn't feel like it has the same love and the same energy that it had when we were growing up.
Badass kids coming on.
Man, keeping that same spirit alive, man, one of the things that I feel like I wanted to address, parenting. Now, out of the 4 of us, 3 of us have children. One of us does not. But it seems to me that a lot of the things that was going on when we were young, when we were growing up, that was acceptable as far as parenting, how you raise your children, a lot of times now it's not quite as acceptable. I have 2 examples I want to point to. The first one, our brother, T.I.P. What you know about that?
One of my favorite rappers. In my top 5.
Man.
T.I. and his daughter.
Fuck that. We just call that nigga Clifford right now.
Harris is in my top 5.
But no, but it's been in the news. Anybody who hasn't been familiar, T.I. was known recently. It was established that he takes his daughter to the gynecologist every year to ensure that she has remained a virgin. He's getting what they call a hymen check to make sure that she has not had her cherry pop. Am I the only one who feels like T.I.'s out of line? I want to hear what y'all think about that, man. We 4 gentlemen here, 4 men.
When I heard the Hamlet, I thought of the Hamlet.
Nigga, what? How
Like,
the fuck do you think of this shit and say this shit on
Yo, you do
camera?
this shit on purpose.
I never heard of it.
You do this shit on purpose.
Yo.
I'm convinced. I'm convinced.
How? How the
It's
fuck?
not the Hamlet. Although you can't put your mouth
No,
on it. But no.
the way I feel though, no, wow.
See what I did there?
Yo, you crazy.
You know?
No, the way
Let's be serious though.
No, the way I feel is, especially for a female, privacy is everything. So at the end of the day, Tip, you can quote unquote.
No, but to be more specific, what I want to say is, I feel like when we were growing up in previous generations, a parent going to this extreme to protect his daughter's physical health and emotional health, to ensure that she remains a virgin,
We celebrated.
that would have been celebrated. Exactly. But now in 2019, it feels like he's been chastised for it.
Trying to cancel him.
No. First of all, you cut me off. And number 2 is he's being chastised because he's publicly announcing it and putting his daughter's business and really embarrassing her. He's not really. You do that privately.
Some perspective.
You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you just lost trust with your daughter. Period. Because you exposing her information to the world. Even if you do that. Even if you think you're being father of the year, no matter what you do.
Let's call it what it is. We might say whatever, he might be deserving of whatever criticism, but his intentions is to protect his daughter.
No.
What you think, Joe?
No. Because as in words of my man Made, he can't take the dick for.
No, he
So,
can't.
therefore, as a man who has 2 daughters and one a teenage daughter, I'm never invading my daughter's privacy like that. Right? All I can do is give her the game to
Right.
ensure her
Right.
how to carry herself out here in the world. Now, even with that said, it's gonna be niggas like me, right?
Okay.
That no matter what I teach her is gonna be a little nigga like me who come along,
Slick.
and all that shit gonna go out the window, right? So all I can then do is be her father, be there for her, to talk to her, give her the game. All that shit, you acting like, well, you want to find out if her hymen's still intact and all this, which is stupid as hell in the first place because her hymen can be broke by many of different things.
We agree.
No, but he had the same that same like issue with if it was his son. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you, if my son might be 15. I'm gonna have an issue with him having sex. This as well. I would with my daughter.
And I think that's the issue. What you just said, that's a very good point, because I don't think it's a problem for T.I. wanting his daughter to remain a virgin. For him advising his daughter to protect your virginity, protect your sexuality for as long as you can, that's not a bad thing. The problem is
he's going about it.
Right. No, you might say he's going to an extreme.
Right.
But for me, the problem is not him telling his daughter to remain a virgin. The problem is when he tells his daughter that, but then celebrates the fact that his son loses his virginity, and so it comes across as a double standard. And that's how we as men, we get labeled as misogynist, male chauvinist, double standards, this, that, and the third.
The double standards have to stop, period, simply because, like, women and men are no different, like, ever. So, it has to, listen, we look down, and it's gonna sound crazy coming from me, Ben, as I say that 88% of women are hoes. I stand by that, but we look down on the shit.
I got stressed about your bullshit last night, yo. I was on the random spot.
Nigga, it ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about right now.
It don't, but that's what real.
So, I'm saying is, women would do women shit. Women do the same shit that men do. Why the fuck are we looking at them like they different than us?
Again, I don't want to sound like the old head, the antiquated theories and beliefs, but are we saying that women and men don't approach sex differently? That women aren't a little bit more emotional as it relates to for the most part? It's not exclusive.
Okay, but that's true. But as in men are shallow. So it could be a lot. How do we know that's his viewpoint? It really could be on some, I just don't want my daughter out here having sex, right? It ain't got nothing to do with what may happen afterward. Just no matter when she get the dick, that problem is going to occur.
Exactly. So this is what I say. You go do that every year. What if you went and she wasn't a virgin? What the fuck you gonna do now? Disown her? My nigga, you gotta instill morals and hope that the way you've been raised since day one.
I don't think that's a question.
And that's the point. Why the fuck did you even bring this up? The intent in exposing your daughter's business, because if it was the other way, would you have still brought this up? So yeah, I took her there. Because the hand back and wasn't a virgin.
To answer your question, why did he bring it up? I think he is genuinely of the belief.
T.I. full of shit too.
No,
you think he's full of shit a lot.
He thinks he's protecting her. Whether it be.
I don't think. Sorry to cut you off. I don't think he thinks he's protecting her. I think he wants to control her. And
he's protecting his own stature as being T.I.
He don't want a nigga out here putting dick on T.I.'s daughter.
Facts.
But there's a lot of little niggas out here
that's probably gonna put dick on T.I.'s daughter. And might put dick on. Nigga might be.
Nigga what? I'm done, yo. I'm done. I'm off camera. This one. How the fuck you just.
Kids out of
attention.
Yo, you said niggas gonna put dick on, yo. Like, how you get there?
No, but another thing I want to touch on real quick.
On. We can't even finish with that because Buddy over here. Buddy drunk, first of all.
Buddy, he feeling it. Feeling high.
Hey, I was over here crying because y'all watched the show Top Boy on Netflix.
No,
I
heard it was recommended though.
This nigga Taylor be doing like London people for whatever reason. When they say shit, they be like, so you gonna go get the dope? No. They answer their own questions. So this nigga, when he be making a point, be like, so like my nigga May would say, you can't take the dick full, right? Nigga answer his questions himself. For some reason that broke me down. Yeah. I couldn't hold myself together. But if you want my opinion on this shit, if you want my opinion on this whole shit, I would just say that I feel like it's intrusive to go in your daughter's situation. And then on your side of it, at the same time, it's like showing that you care. you going into it like showing it like I care about what the fuck is going on with my daughter or whatever. So I'm a big T.I. fan. In this situation, I can understand why people going at him. I can understand the people that's supporting it. It is what it is, because we don't have enough people that give a fuck about their kids. So at the end of the day, the bad part of this is that it's a person that cares too much about his daughter's well-being.
And that nigga controlling this.
But listen, no, matter of fact, you saying that brought me back to my strongest point. I think it's a mentality of the street nigga of control.
No,
what's up with you? You got something against street niggas? Because every time you talk, you attack the street niggas.
I don't attack the street nigga.
That's just a man.
I won't say it's just man, because I'm just a man, and I don't feel that way.
That's just you.
The problem, people,
y'all don't even feel that way he feel.
A lot of men do though.
A lot.
So you're proving my points. You just proved my point.
You don't have to be street niggas though.
In previous generations, in the 70s, in the 80s, that shit would have been celebrated. What T.I. is doing, it would have been acknowledged.
He's a parent that cares. How can you be mad at a parent that cares?
Because he's trying to control his daughter.
I'm gonna be honest.
He can't control
to me, I think
he knows that.
To me, I think
that's the funny part. People get disattached from the human part of it. Media feeds us stories. Has T.I. spoke on this yet? No. We're running with a whole story.
Hold on.
T.I. said out loud.
T.I. hasn't spoken on it, but nigga, we heard his words. He don't need to speak on it now.
No, but what I mean by this is, to me, the person that spoke on it is a person that care. I don't take it as controlling.
But I'm gonna say this. It's cool, T.I. Yes, you want your daughter to be.
Man, that shit disgusting.
You want your daughter to be.
I ain't saying it's cool.
No, I'm just saying. No, you want your daughter to be wholesome and not out here fucking and all this and all that. But the approach you're taking to love her possibly could be pushing her away into a nigga home.
So
you have to be.
9 out of 10 times she is who she's gonna be already.
Not true.
She probably already eating dick anyway. She 18. What are the chances she's not eating dick at 18?
And eating dick or getting dick?
No, but point blank period.
Getting the dick.
Point blank period.
That her father gonna find out.
Right. She out here gobbling niggas up.
But listen, if it didn't
Harris family.
But listen,
nothing but love, yo.
Man, fuck that.
But listen, if it didn't bother her, she wouldn't unfollow her father, her mother, and
I feel like she's a child that's falling into the media.
No, she's a child that's hurt. It's not the media.
Hold on.
She didn't know that he was going on these meetings all these years before the media made it a story.
She had a problem with it the whole time.
How do we know
she ain't gonna bite the hand and feed her though. She not gonna bite.
How do we know anything?
I'm gonna tell you your next question. This segment really about to end though.
No, but yeah, real quick, because I want to touch on another aspect of parenting that it seems to have changed over the years. Not just that, overseeing their sexuality and stepping into their comfort zone, but discipline. A lot of people probably seen the story in the last week or so where the mother went to the school, whipped her son's ass.
It's not acceptable.
I agree. Real simple. I agree.
How you
feel? Do you agree that
keep it going?
Them old school ass whippings acceptable or no?
Nah, it don't work.
How you feel?
T.I. need his ass whooped.
Yeah, how you feel, bud?
It don't matter. You can't do what to you can't
embarrass your child and expect them to gravitate to you.
Explain.
Like, you can't do shit like that. Like, violating a female's privacy. Like, that's the most detrimental thing anybody can do to a female.
So basically, you saying with this, as far as to bring this whole conversation full circle, as far as it relates to the mom at the school whipping her son's ass, you saying it was okay to whip his ass, but just not post it on Facebook? Is that what you're saying?
Because what did you really do it for? Did you genuinely want to whoop his ass?
You know what?
Or did you want to whoop his ass?
For the first time on camera,
I agree with me.
I have to fucking agree with me.
Because most of the times, if you do something, you was going to do it, rather the camera was there, was not. You literally went to the teacher, where he at? Where he at? You went, found the child, brought him back in front of the teacher and whooped his ass. That wasn't for discipline. That was for the show. That's bullshit.
Close home, Chev.
Now we all grew up with that old school form of discipline intact. We all got our ass whipped when we, for one time or another. Seeing this example, does it change your viewpoint on that form of discipline? If that as far as the acceptability of it?
For me, I've never got an ass whooping in my life. So I swear, honestly, my sister used to get her ass whipped all the time. But you say you see that, and I don't even really understand what that means. I just feel like it's a sense of hate. But honestly, my real answer on it is this: everybody has a different style of parenting, and every child needs a different type of learning. Like me being a coach of a fucking football team, some kids need a foot up their ass. Some kids, you yell at them, you're gonna get nothing. you're gonna get no fucking anything out of them. You gotta deal with everybody opposed to how they're feeling. If you're a really good teacher or a good parent, you gotta adjust to the type of teaching that kid needs, and that's that. I mean, I'm not against CI shit. I'm not against the woman beating her kid ass. We don't know that kid. We don't know that situation. We going off what's fed to us. We are human beings, and we know that. That's my feel.
She whipped her ass. That's whipped her ass. She whipped her son's ass on camera. What do you expect to get out of that? You know the embarrassment, the trauma that Shorty's gonna go through from this point forward.
I agree.
That shit far outweighs whatever he did in that classroom.
I totally agree.
And that's just the point.
But Chev also said that back in the day that would be a big
because back in the day was wrong.
But the times don't change. People's minds just do.
But I'm gonna tell you the problem with back
people
in the day.
Are people.
And I'm the only one here with no kids. The problem with back in the day is, to a certain extent, we're more educated and more, we know more about life than our grandmothers did, or our mothers even. So these kids, like the one thing I hate now when the parents tell their kid, you get too damn smart. Because the kid told you the right thing.
I got a question for you.
It's like literally, factually right. And you're mad because like, and it's like, now you down on the kid and what he's learning. Or you just gotta really talk to your fucking child. At the end of the day, really ask your child if something wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Something could be wrong with their child.
Right. It's like the 2020 timeout. Whole time people used to make fun of white people for having timeouts, like moments to actually discuss about it. Is that the new way of going about it?
I mean, like I said, I'm not a parent, so I really don't know how to.
But you can still have a perspective.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you have to.
For a long time, I grew up, again, understanding that old school form of discipline. But seeing this current video, the way it looked, my initial reaction was discomfort. It looked like a fucking slave being beat with lashes across his back. Granted, she might have been trying to hit him on his backside, but she was hitting him all on his back and his legs and his whole whatever. It didn't look like something that I would be comfortable portraying or so moving forward. Has it changed my mind? Absolutely. I don't see me applying that form of discipline.
Right.
But with that said, I don't necessarily feel like her point was to be abusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, again, much like T.I., her heart was in the right place.
It wasn't.
She went there to embarrass him. Like she felt like he was embarrassing her by acting out. Whatever. He
How
did.
much does that happen in our community?
So let me ask y'all this question though, because all of y'all parents, right? Do y'all kids look up to y'all superheroes?
Of course, I think that's natural.
Right. So what would happen if your kids?
My daughter.
I know more than you.
My daughters do. My son don't like me all the time.
But
having an autistic kid, but like even judging Donovan's behavior, Donovan loves me like I'm the greatest person in the world.
So let me ask you a question. What would happen if y'all do something or y'all they superhero fucks them up? Like whoop their ass, embarrass them, or just whatever
They turn into Harvey Dent?
To a stature of like they don't even look at you the same.
They turn into
I
Harvey Dent?
I got just a real life story.
Right.
So I come home from jail in 2013.
Right.
I walk through the door, but I've been doing like the house arrest shit.
Right.
Kamari and Mayana are in the room. They don't know I'm coming home.
Right.
So when I come in the room, fuck with them, I'm sitting down, and my son tell me, like, don't you ever, like his exact words were, don't you ever do that again.
Right.
So now he was 8 at the time, right? Now, fast forward to last year, which is now 5 years later, that me being away from him for that amount of time still affected him. I was gone, even though I've been here, I done whatever, whatever needed to be done as a father, I've done it. That time away still affected him.
Right.
So
it's kind of he's disappointed in the superhero.
Right.
So and that's what I say. Just imagine what Tip's daughter or that little boy could be now. Like you, Tip, our father, now was just like ass. It could be that, like ass.
Now he's just Clifford.
No, absolutely
He's just Clifford. Well, man, as you can see, we don't have all of the answers, man, but we just look to keep the conversation going, man. We certainly appreciate any feedback, man. Look for us on all social media. Facebook is the page, the Unbiased Podcast. YouTube, please subscribe to us, like, feedback, comments. We need all of that.
Subscribe, share.
Instagram at the Unbiased Podcast. So, again, what do y'all think, man? Whether or not these incidences, T.I., the mother at school, You know, if what does that say about parenting in 2019? And we'll be right back with more of the Unbiased Podcast.
T.I. versus the Tip.
Alright, look. Y'all know I'm Mr. You know how I give it up. So on this last segment, on our reoccurring segment, we gonna give it up to some people we love, give them their flowers while they here.
Yeah.
We can start with my man Chev.
Alrighty, so listen, it's the holiday season. You know who I got to give it up to? Mom Dukes, the sweet potatoes, A1, excelente. So I just want to say, I don't know what y'all call y'all shit, whether you call it candy yams or nah. Fuck all of that. We call it sweet potatoes. It come with the marshmallows already on deck, the syrup, the brown sugar, all of that. Mom Dukes, I love it.
Well, Martin said that you put. Why are you putting candy in it? You said candy yams, right?
Exactly. Alrighty, so that's what I'm giving it up to. Mom Dukes for the sweet potatoes tip.
Okay. You know how we give it up, man. For me, this episode, I'm gonna give it up to Tunnel Vision. Tunnel Vision is a sports apparel company, man. Founded by Kyle Williams, man. Also, Self Spitfire is a big part of that, and Mr. Rhodey, man. I think what Tunnel Vision has done in Anne Arundel County and expanded out to is amazing. They really help me personally get certain things off the ground with their creativity, and I just think what they're doing is really big, man. Shout out to them on their new place of business. They opened up a new building, and man, I'm just here to keep supporting you guys, man. So Tunnel Vision, salute, man. What's up, bud?
For my this is how we give it up. I'm gonna give it up to SP. You may know him as the Ghost. You may know him as Styles P. But since it's Thanksgiving, I'm gonna call him Holiday Styles. In the last 4 to 5 years, Styles has put out. If I just gotta go through my list real quick, he's put out Beloved with Dave East, Ghost, the G Host, LP, Dime Bag, and he just dropped Presents yesterday. Oh well, I'm sorry, weeks ago. He dropped the the album Presents. And I just feel like, I've never been a big Locks fan. My friends will tell you, I'll tell you Jadakiss one of the best rappers ever. Yeah, it's all good. I always say Jadakiss is a great rapper, but I don't gravitate towards him. It's not a shot or a diss. The whole Locks I feel that way about, but I gotta give Styles props for his consistency as a rapper and his solo projects. The shit been fire, and he doesn't get his props, so I'm giving you roses while you deserve them, Styles, man. And also for the healthy drink shit. What that shit called?
Juices for life.
Yeah, man. He doing shit on a major level for underground hip hop artists from Yonkers.
You know Styles.
Holiday Styles, man. Shout out to the Ghost.
You know Styles is one of the greatest ever, if you ask me.
Who said that?
And how kids we talking, weak ass nigga.
Man, Buddy out here giving up to niggas he don't even listen to. Like, he didn't even know.
That's why I give it up to him.
Anyway, I'm going on a personal level. I'm gonna give it up to my son, Kamari, aka Young Tantalizer, aka Young. You know how you give it up. It's my man's birthday today. Happy 15th birthday, boy.
You just gave it up to him, Splash, brother. Happy birthday, man. He was like he'll play for Golden State.
And man, we appreciate that. We sincerely appreciate everyone tuning in, man. It's the Unbiased Podcast.
Oh. It's Thanksgiving though. We ain't even say what we thankful for.
Oh, that's a
facts. Major facts.
It's Thanksgiving, man. So
since you remember, what is you thankful for? Kick it up.
Man, I'm truly thankful for family, man. I know the holidays tough on people, man. A lot of people transition to the next life. A lot of people dead or in jail, and a lot of people just don't have family in general. So, around this time, man, Christmas coming up, everything's moving at a fast pace. You might feel unloved, but man, just try to find that spirit, man, and give people good gestures and let people know they still, cared about. So I'm thankful for family, man. What about you, bud?
Piggybacking off that, off of family, I'm gonna say I'm thankful for my son, man, Donovan. For those who don't know me, my son's 12 years old, about to be 13. He's autistic, and he's taught me. I've always been a patient person, but he's taught me to think about bigger things in life. Things that really matter. People get consumed about what media and society wants you to be, or what your goals should be, or how you should live. But at the end of the day, life is short, and you gotta live for the moments that make you happy, the moments that make you proud, the moments that give you reasons to live for. So my son has given me a reason to live. I've been a parent for 12 years, and I'm thankful for being a dad. Shout out to him.
Can I ask you a question, though, buddy?
Let's go for it.
Now, I know Donnie, your son, and he 12, dude.
Right.
Why is you wearing his sweatpants?
Well, this is a fashion statement. Somebody like the Andre 3000s of the world. I understand where
Some
I'm
little
coming
ass sweatpants.
It's the same reason why you're dressed like Paul Bunyan and most street niggas dress out like mannequins in the window. It's all preference.
These niggas terrible, man. But no, so following along.
King
man.
Jones, Tantalizer.
Let him go, man. I
No.
ain't cut the
Oh, I thought we was
song.
going in order. My fault.
It is what it is, man. Who I'm thankful for, man. I really want to say, man, I appreciate what both y'all just said. You know, I have a family as well. I'm appreciative of them. I have a son as well. I love him very much. But this, I'm gonna give it to y'all, man. I want to thank and say that I'm thankful for you guys because with this podcast, it's something that really gives me life and gives me encouragement. I found my purpose again, and you know what I mean. As we get a little bit older, we kind of lose sight about different dreams and what we want to do in life outside of responsibilities, man. So I really appreciate y'all for helping me find or rediscover something that I love to do and I have fun doing, and that it's a hobby that I can hopefully take.
Hey,
I'm not gonna shake your hand.
way.
But no,
I ain't gonna shake your hand. I'm just saying you're wrong.
and you glowing though. Like ever
Yeah,
since this
something like that.
podcast started, you getting light skinned, the
Yeah,
Charlamagne
I mean,
glow. Yeah, do your thing, Charlotte
You know what I
Shea.
mean? Already.
Well, we gonna end this with
He's thankful for cars.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do something. You can say that, but it's a meek lyric, but Drop made it popular. Thankful for my life. Wish I could stash that.
Oh man.
On Myles Podcast. My house y'all niggas later.
Yes, sir.
Happy Thanksgiving.